Hello, everyone. My name is Zulfiqar, and welcome to another episode of Income Investors. With me today is John Whitefoot with another exciting income pick. If you want to read more about what John writes on a regular basis, you can head to incomeinvestors.com, where you can find the link to the website in the description below. In the opening days of his first week in office, President Trump took big steps to reshape the country's energy policies. This includes halting permits for onshore and offshore wind development and resuming drilling licenses along the U.S. coastlines and in the Arctic. He also declared a national emergency, giving him sweeping executive powers to influence the energy sector. The rollback of green energy policies and focus on domestic oil and gas production is expected to lead to lower energy costs for Americans. While energy bulls might see lower energy costs and oil prices as a negative, there is an upside. In 2025 and 2026, oil production is expected to hit an all-time high. While oil prices will continue to face pressure, lower oil prices tied with record production should help ease some of the volatility. One great small oil and gas exploration and production company to keep an eye on is Mach Natural Resources LP. They're traded on New York Stock Exchange under symbol MNR. John, what can you tell us about this company?
Thanks, Mo. Most people probably aren't familiar with Mach Natural Resources, but that's probably because it only went public in October of 2023. Now, Mach Natural Resources is focused on the acquisition, development, and production of oil and natural gas liquids reserves in western Oklahoma, southern Kansas, and the panhandle of Texas. In its transformative 2023, Mach successfully completed the largest IPO for an exploration and production company since 2017. And in December of that year, closed on an $815 million acquisition of property in Oklahoma. Fast forward to October 2024, and Mach announced the closing of $136 million acquisition of certain interests in oil and gas properties in Kansas and Oklahoma. And Mach actually has a long history of exploiting acquisition opportunities. Since its 2007 inception, Mach has closed 19 acquisitions, totaling $1.9 billion and accumulating roughly 1.1 million net acres, and has more than 2,000 horizontal drilling locations. Now, additional acquisition should be on the horizon. The company recently completed a public offering resulting in net proceeds $129 million.
On the number front, 2025 revenue is expected to top $1 billion.
Yeah, Mach Natural Resources hasn't been around for a long time, but it's been putting up some pretty impressive numbers. From 2021 to 2023, for example, revenue jumped 294% to $762.3 million. And this year, analysts expect revenue to come in at $1.02 billion. Now, over the same time frame, companies remained profitable, but earnings have fluctuated from $1.56 per share in 2021 to $5.44 in 2022 to an estimated $2.38 per share in 2024. In 2025, earnings are projected to rise to $3.05 per share. Recently, the third quarter, the company's averaged total net production of 81.8 thousand barrels of oil equivalent per day. It reported third quarter net income of $67.4 million and adjusted EBITDA of $134 million. It also generated net cash provided by operating activities of $111 million.
If you like what you see so far, check out incomeinvestors.com. While you're there, you could also sign up for our free special report titled 3 Income Stocks to Own Today. One of those stocks currently has a dividend yield of 12.7%. You can find the link to incomeinvestors.com in the description below. And now back to the video. And now, John, let's talk about his dividends. How do they look like?
Mach has only paid 4 dividends since going public in October of 2023. And because it depends on its earnings, they will fluctuate. For example, in February of 2024, it paid out 95 cents per unit, then 70 cents per unit in May 2024, and 90 cents per unit in August of 2024. Past November, it declared a third quarter dividend of 60 cents per unit, or $2.40 per share on an annual basis, for a forward dividend yield of 14.79%.
When I look at the chart, I see that MNR units have been doing well since December.
Yeah, MNR units have been doing well since December, rising more than 20%, at least at this recording. Since the company hasn't announced anything over that period of time, we can presume that the increase is both a result of investor optimism and outgoing President Joe Biden's sanctions on Russian oil and gas, which President Trump is expected to maintain. Now, as of this recording, MNR units are up roughly 6.5% over the last month, 11% over the last 3 months, and 15% year over year. Now, despite the solid gains, I wouldn't be too surprised to see MNR units give up some ground over the coming weeks. The current oil rally is expected to soften amid ongoing markets uncertainties, and that includes from China. Lower oil and gas prices will also probably result in MNR units slipping lower as well. That said, the longer-term forecast for MNR units remains pretty robust, with Wall Street analysts providing a 12-month unit target range of $23.60 to $25 per unit. Now, should MNR units hit just the average target price of $23.60 per share, it would put them in record territory.
John, thank you so much for your insights. Mach Natural Resources is a great energy stock with a growing position in Oklahoma, Kansas, and Texas. Thanks to its strong cash position, it is able to provide unit holders with a reliable dividend. In fact, management says its focus is maximizing cash distribution. Since its inception, Mach has distributed $962 million back to its shareholders through December 10, 2024. Those cash returns are a big bonus to common unit holders and also 14.46% of shares held by insiders. On top of that, 47 institutions hold 72.73% of outstanding shares. Some of the biggest institutional holders include Goldman Sachs Group, Bank of America, Morgan Stanley, and Citigroup. That's it for today, and make sure to go to incomeinvestors.com now to get our free special report on 3 income stocks to own today. One of those stocks currently has a dividend yield of 12.7%. You can find the link to incomeinvestors.com in the description below. We'll be back with more income picks soon, so stay tuned, and in the meantime, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Goodbye for now.